Greetings, beloved. Greetings. Let's open up the portal wave. Okay. Let's open up the portal wave. It is 11:11. For those of us under the collective consciousness, we are in a celebratory state when we talk about this particular master number. Okay? It is absolutely a portal number. And we are in a time and season where all of us need to be more of a sound mind, critical mind. Okay? A mind where we know thyself first, we assess ourselves first, we tap into ourselves first, and then we proceed forward. So, as I have said many times before on the live, that I would actually start to go a little bit more live, and I had some suggestions such as Saturday or Sunday, and what a Sunday to start. Let's just put it that way. Definitely a Sunday to start. So in this portal time, what are we thinking about in this portal time? How are we reacting in this portal time? I'm sure you've heard about it. The 11:11. If you're seeing 11:11 anywhere, the numbers, whether it be on a receipt, a card, on your phone, consistently, you're seeing this number. What are you thinking about? First and foremost, observe yourself. Reflect on what it is you're thinking about during the particular time you see this number. So I just thought that I would jump on and show you a few things that I do. Of course, the sounding, the ringing of the bell. We are sound frequency. We are energy. We have to realize that we have been that since we came out the womb. All right. We're living in a big womb. But that's for a whole nother video. So since we came out of the womb, and how does one say that the baby is alive and well? You're crying. You're doing so. That's a frequency. That's the energy. So I opened up the portal waves with the bell, sounding the alarm, ringing the alarm. Okay? And in this particular state, you can also hear my Hertz music going, right? So my Hertz music is going so I can set my tempo, my energetic field, my aura, my energy, my frequency, and that which services me all around my environment on a certain tempo where I can get centered, where I can stay centered, where I can center myself now in my breath, okay? And breath and meditation, we breathe in many ways. We breathe all the time, and oftentimes when we breathe, we don't tend to really appreciate that breath. Not until it's actually in a state of shock or it's been halted by some means, then we start to focus on our breath. You need to make sure that you tap into the breath. And when I say tap into that breath, go ahead and do some breath work. All right, I do have videos on the breath work, but you want to make sure that you inhale deep. Like you could even do it right now. Take your time, inhale deep, and inhale from your core, not your chest, from your core. Inhale from your core, hold it, and we want to hold it for a 4 count. Okay, so inhale deep, hold it for 4, and release it for 4. So it's 4 by 4 by 4, okay? And then you can do it 4 by 4 by 8. You can switch it up, and the depth is you're going to use your index finger, your index or your pinky finger and your thumb. So you inhale deep, up through one nostril, hold it, you count, bring the pinky over, hold, and exhale, release. Okay? So that's another way to tap in. For further information about that, you just let me know in the comment. We'll direct you to the video for that. So we're opening up, of course, setting the wave. Then we're putting ourselves into a state of relaxation. Okay? So that's our breath work. And then we're taking and having certain things aligned with us. So if you have your crystals, definitely use your crystals. And these are charged crystals. These are things that are related, elements that are related to your body, to you, what you've done. So this is your energetic field. So your crystals, whether you have your beads, your sacred beads, all this is about you. This 1111 is about mastery of self. Okay? You got to master yourself first. Alright? So you want to make sure that you also have your candle out. Okay? So I didn't light mine yet, because this is going to be off camera. But I've been using it for the last couple days. So make sure that you have your candle as well. I also tell people to make sure that they have their journal. Okay? At these particular times in the collective consciousness, no matter what they're doing, you're on your own path. You're in your own focus. You want to make sure that you settle yourself. So all that goes on in this form of meditation and setting your intentions and proceeding forward, you'll be able to write down in your journal the other things. For those of us that enter and understand how we also honor our ancestors with libations, so that's pouring out the water, into soil, okay, good soil, and speaking over that soil. That's the other thing. You also want to make sure that you tap into ancestral money, okay? So, of course, if you need to enter and understand more about that, just let me know down in the comment section and we'll send you something about that, okay? But ancestral money, now you're going to take this particular money, some comes looking like actual money, others come with the Empress J on it, and you want to make sure that you're setting your intentions and you're going to write on this. Okay, you're going to write on this. And this is after you sit in a meditation state, where you're clearing yourself. You're asking yourself to release yourself from anything that doesn't service the path that you have chosen, that you desire to choose. And also releasing yourself from any stagnated energy, actions, or thoughts that you may have. Okay? Then you're going to write. Okay? As we create everything in life, this is also something that goes beyond the state that we can physically see with our eyes. This particular portal is not just about mastering the physical side. Yeah? This is not just about mastering our flesh, but this is also about mastering our internal workings. But yes, we all need to continue to master our internal workings. Okay? This is how we move through this time and season. Alright? It's a season based on what you've already applied discipline to. If you've already applied discipline to it, then that's something that is going to help turn and keep turning and keep turning, meaning it's going to keep coming back to you. Hi, Valon, how are you? I am pleased to see that you're on. So pleased to see that you're on. I have just been going over the fact of how we can capitalize, and I say that wholeheartedly, capitalize on this particular time that is dated as 11/11, okay? We can go through all of the depths of the calendar and the new year and just different things of this sort on another video. Right now, we want to take what the collective consciousness is all speaking about, that is about raising our higher vibration and moving into a space that will see prosperity for yourself. So I was just giving a little bit more depth on how I apply, and I have others apply this discipline to their day-to-day lives. Hello. Ah, thank you, I appreciate it. So, with that being said, well, where are you guys at? Where are you at? Where are you located? Where in the world are you? Spaces. So I am wearing a bead, my sacred bead. So oftentimes we are given these beads after going through a journey, a sacred practice, a ritual of some sort. We all have rituals, and see, I want to take that particular part of having a ritual to a different level. Because most people, when you say ritual, they kind of back off and you go, oh, no, I'm not all into that. Blah. Well, you have a ritual every day. Whether it's you get up and you eat first, or you get up and you decide you're going to work out first. It's a ritual. You know, you get into a certain ritual, or they like to call it, most call it a routine, or a form of a ritual. So that's something that you definitely want to create for yourself when it comes to your inner peace and your inner working. Yeah, definitely. I also did bring one of my deck of cards. Okay, like I have many. Uh, so if you're into also dealing with cards, now the best of it is when you are mastering yourself, you're already going to have an intuition that is going to serve your highest good. So any of the particular items that I just spoke about, whether it be your bell, okay, so put some bells in the chat. My thing is bells. Bells have been given to me spiritually for opening up the portal ways to the ancestors and other time, space, dimensions within myself and external forces. Whether it is your tarot deck, okay, which is all about opening up your intuition, actually just more culturally to it, stating it being more about directing and affirming intuition. When you put in the time and effort in yourself, it's going to help other portalways, because this is not just going to be the only portalway for this, new year. Whether you believe it was January the 1st or in spring, this will be something that you will continuously have to do. Okay? You can't continuously have to do it. So, again, if it's not your bell, your deck of cards, your journaling, your ancestral money, whether it be your crystals, or your wonder work, you have to make sure that you tap into yourself. Okay? Set your intentions today. Set your intentions today. Alright? That you are going to serve your own highest good. Alright? And I am going to get to my deck, my first deck of the day, and allow myself to be internal for that which services my life purpose and path, as well as my destiny. Yeah? I so appreciate you guys. So, this is Empress, Yamaya, and if you know anything about, ooh, look at that. Okay, so that had that. Emotional intelligence. Most definitely, this is something that we're talking about. Yes, you need to have that emotional intelligence. Why? Because it helps you bring forth that knowledge, the healing, the good advice, the inner and understanding of your own emotions. Okay. You can't make it up. When you are vibrating so high within yourself, everything external of you is going to reflect that which back to you that you desire. Not to say you don't go through things, but that is your discipline. That is you owning yourself, standing your ground. I always tell myself, as well as those that I work with, you need to stand in your square, be seated on your throne, and rule by your mind. Okay? It's up to you. I'm going to finish filling up my cards. I appreciate you guys so much. And as I said, this is Empress, Yamaya. I got my USB on. Hello. And for those that are actually into the topic, do you know that we are talking about Orumala, Ebosola, Mama Elegba? I have also called that as well. Mama Elegba. These are all different deities that exemplify certain practice within the self, choice of the self, and we have to walk into it in fullness and complete harmony. Alright? Good? Good. I'm hoping and trusting this message will serve you well. So for now, I'm going to say the Besito Grande. Because who you are, I appreciate your time and space, and I speak and decree that you will service your own highest good for your life purpose and path, and impact others to do the same. I say the last. Ciao for now.